I'd like to know what you think about this. If something sits against your skin longer than almost anything else you wear, would you say that it probably deserves a little more attention than we usually give it? And if we're being honest in this moment, most women have at least one bra in their drawer that seemed like a good idea in the store and turned into a not so great decision the moment you wore it for more than 2 hours. Maybe it pokes, maybe it pinches you. Maybe the straps just slide down your shoulder like it's trying to resign from its job responsibility. Okay, seriously. You know exactly what I mean. That is why today we're talking about garments that we wear closest to our bodies, right up against our skin, our intimate apparel. And we want to talk about why comfort, fabric, and fit matters more than most women have ever been told. Because let me just tell you, when something touches your skin all day, your body experiences it just as much all day. So let's get into it. Are you eating well, moving your body, maybe even reading labels and still thinking, I'm doing all the healthy things, so why do I still feel off? If that's you, you're in the right place. Welcome to Start Living Sustainable, the podcast where your health finally gets the foundation the other pillars need to work, because what you're exposed to in your home and on your body is quietly raising your toxic load and forcing your food and fitness to work harder than they should. Hi, I'm Cynthia, a non-toxic lifestyle strategist who learned the cost of exposure the long way, years before most women even know to look. Now you can start where I wish I could have, so your body can respond to the work you're already doing, not fight against it. Because when your foundation is supported, your sleep, hormones, clarity, and even your workouts finally catch up with your intentions without turning your life into a project. If you're ready, let's begin. Before we jump in, if you're someone who wants better sleep, more energy, and simple ways to create a healthier home without turning your life upside down, that's exactly the work I help women do. To implement the small shifts, those practical changes in your life that can make a huge difference so that you can have a clear, personalized starting point. And if you've ever found yourself wondering, how do I start transitioning into a more sustainable, low toxic lifestyle without becoming overwhelmed? I'm glad you're tuned in, because you're not alone. There are so many of us who really want to see a difference in certain areas of our lives that we know will improve our overall health and well-being. So, if you want guidance on where to begin, you can book and schedule your wellness session through the link in the show notes down below, or you can visit startlivingsustainable.com and book it directly with me. Now, let's talk about something most women, we wear every single day, but we rarely think about it. It's just second nature, the bra. And we're always on the search for the perfect bra. Now, you might be wondering, Cynthia, why are you talking about bras on a wellness podcast? I'm glad you asked, because the garments closest to your body are often the ones you wear the longest. Think about it. Your bras, your underwear, camisoles, sports bras, slips, and those skin-tight body shapers. For many women, those pieces, they just stay on the body for hours, sometimes 10, 12, even 14 hours a day. And yet we rarely think about the materials they're made out of, touching our skin for so long. So many of us as women are taught to think about improving our health through food and exercise, right? But very few women have ever been taught to look at their everyday exposures, hiding in the things that we wear and the things that we bring into our homes. The fabrics touching your skin every day are one of those places. So let's just tell the truth for a moment, okay? Most of us have at least one bra in our drawer that we keep out of optimism, not because it behaves, not because it fits perfectly. You know that one. The straps slide down, the bands dig in, or the underwire develops a personality. It seems all its own, and somehow we keep it anyway. almost like we're hoping the next time we put it on, things will change. I just remember a while back, I had a conversation with the expert ladies at the Fitting Curve in New York City. They specialize in professional bra fittings and consultations, and they share something fascinating with me. Most women, they tell me, who walk into their boutique wearing bras purchased somewhere else are wearing bras that don't actually fit properly. Think about that. So many of us are searching for the perfect bra, and many of us are wearing the wrong one. But it actually makes sense when you think about it because our bodies are always changing. The hormonal changes and shifts, the weight shifts, our muscle tone shifts, life even shifts, okay? What fit perfectly 2 years ago may not fit the same today, which means that the bra that once felt amazing when you got it may not work anymore. And that's why many women are always searching for the one. But honestly, when most women find a bra they're 90% happy with, we celebrate that because comfort matters, right? Think about the journey most of us go through. First, we want support. Then we want straps that stay up. Then we want to discover that maybe we need a sports bra when we're working out because at least those straps aren't going anywhere. Sports bras, they can be dependable, reliable. They show up and work out with us, but they're not always the most luxurious experience. Sometimes you want something softer, something prettier, something that still feels good after a long, hard day. And that's when it becomes clearly important that the garments that you wear closest to your body should be the most comfortable ones you own, not the ones you tolerate and not the ones you just survive. Let me just tell you, when something sits against your skin for 10 or 12 hours a day, it just becomes part of your everyday environment. Now, this is where my background in fashion and textiles come in. You see, to an untrained eye, many synthetic fabrics today are engineered to look luxurious. Polyester lingerie can resemble silk, and sometimes it costs just as much as silk, or occasionally even more, which makes you pause and wonder, what exactly are we paying for? Because appearance and experience, they're not the same thing. Polyester can be engineered to look like silk, but it doesn't feel the same against your body. Trust me, many synthetic fabrics like polyester, they're made from petroleum-based plastic fibers that releases microplastics when they get wet. And when garments made from these polyester synthetic materials sit against the skin for long periods of time, the body naturally warms up. And when we sweat, we know what happens. Our pores open. That's one way we release toxins from our body naturally. Now, the behavior of that polyester fabric against your skin matters more than most women realize because synthetic materials tend to trap heat and moisture. When polyester, spandex, and nylon get wet, water or sweat, those microplastics come out. They come out in the wash and they come out when you're wearing it. Natural materials, on the other hand, allow your skin to breathe more easily. And when something touches your skin for all those hours, your body notices. This is one of those places where women can reduce everyday exposure without turning their lives upside down. Here's a simple way to think about it. Wearing polyester close to your skin is like wrapping part of your body in plastic saran wrap. It holds things in. Natural materials behave differently. They just do. They allow your body to breathe and regulate temperature more comfortably. And the experience on the body simply feels different. Now, before anyone says, Cynthia, I work out, what about sports bras? You're absolutely right. Sports bras, they're in a whole different category. When you're exercising, you do need the support and stretch. You need that thing to move with you, which usually means more synthetic fiber like spandex or elastane is part of the fabric content. That's what allows the garment to move with your body and provide support at the same time. But interestingly enough, there are brands that are now coming out producing organic cotton blend sports bras with lower percentages of spandex, which is a great improvement. But here's the simple principle I'd like to share with you. The goal here isn't perfection. The goal is limiting unnecessary exposure time. So wear the sports bra during your workout when you need the support, but if possible, change right after exercising into something that's more breathable, like cotton, bamboo, or another natural material, and let your skin breathe. Let it relax. It's a small habit, but small habits practiced consistently are often where healthier living begins. So let's look at what we can do. I'm going to tell you now, there's simply nothing that feels like real silk against your body. There's also ultra light cotton and soft bamboo fabrics and modal blends. These are natural fibers and they move differently. They breathe differently. And once you feel that difference, it's very hard to go back. The good news is that more brands today are designing lingerie using natural materials. Like I mentioned earlier, silk, cottons, bamboo, pieces that are beautiful, supportive, and they're simply more comfortable to wear. Over the years, I've come across several lingerie brands doing this very well through my work in fashion design and textile science. If you like a list, I'll put it together. Just reach out to me, send me a message, DM me, or drop me an email. I'll be happy to share it with you because, as someone once said perfectly, some bras lift with confidence and some bras make you count the minutes until you get home and can rip it off. So, what did we talk about today? What do you really get from this? We talked about how garments closest to your bodies, your undergarments, your lingerie, your bras, your camis, your panties, these pieces are worn by women for hours on end every single day. Many women wear for 10, 14 hours a day, sometimes for decades. And the fabric those garments are made from become part of your daily exposure, whether you realize it or not. This is just one of the quiet places where women can begin making healthier choices without complicated routines or drastic lifestyle changes. When you start paying attention to what touches your body every day, you begin to realize how many opportunities there are to quietly support your health. And sometimes wellness doesn't start with complicated routines. Sometimes it starts with small decisions, something simple, something personal, something that touches your skin every single day. If you want personalized help, you can reach out to me at startlivingsustainable.com. The bottom line is you don't need to overhaul your life to start living better. You just need to start in the right place. That's exactly what we talk about in our personalized sessions. Head over to startlivingsustainable.com. Let's make that effort to improve our overall health and well-being, and let's do it in a simple, fun way. And look, we can start with fashion, we can start in the kitchen, in the bathroom, we can start where you're exposed to the most toxins in your home, and everybody's different. So reach out to me and let's talk about it. I'll see you back here next week for another episode. Thanks for listening to Start Living Sustainable. If this episode met you where you are, share it with a friend who might also need it as well. Your voice helps more women find the foundation they've been missing. Until next time, feeling lighter never goes out of style.